So, I just found this new phone that I never found before, and it's fucking crazy. Like, the reason why I looked it up was because after that time I went out for a walk and I saw all the number plates and that shit. I came back to my room. I was walking around like, and there's this car out the window. It went past, and I know I've seen that car before. I saw that car about 9 months ago or something. Maybe even more than a year ago. Wait, let me work it out. Pause. I can't be bothered to pause. It didn't work. So that fuck, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Yeah, I saw this car go past after I was let on second grounds leave, like second day of grounds leave, and I saw this car go past after I came back from being outside. It was only like 10 minutes after I came back from being outside, or less. And it's this car that I saw in Tesco, Ipswich Road in NR4. I think it was like October 2021 or something. Nah, it wasn't. It was something like October 2020 or something like that. Yeah. And what it says on the... Need a drink. Yeah, well, I looked up this Psalm 23, which is what the thing was about. Like, it was a Ford Focus, so it was a red Ford anyway. It was like Ford Fiesta or Ford Focus or something. And I saw it at probably October 2020, something like that. I hadn't seen it since then, and it just come past my window. Just less than 20 minutes after I got back from my walk, where I was filming number plates, and the XXX and 666 and X666 and J888, and then today, like how I found this other phone. Well, I haven't finished talking about Psalm 23 yet. Like, everyone knows John 3:16, you know what I mean? When I first read it, after I looked it up because I saw this car, and I looked it up what Psalm 23 is, and this is the last part of Revelation, part 22, and then I see like the number 23, Psalm 23. And then what about that? Do you remember, if you saw the last video, it was like on the number plate that was AU22, like gold 22, because AU is the chemical fucking initials of gold or whatever. And then, sorry for swearing. Bollocks. So what happened today was I was I never started looking at number plates until like 2 days ago, because just one caught my eye, and it was 888, J888. It was weird. And then today I was looking out my window, and there's this red car that went past. It had AU68 or AU68, and it's like gold again. And then there's the 68 thing. And when you plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, you get 24. And then plus 6 is 30, and then plus 8 is 38. And let me go back. Like, it says about Fuji's, like I walk through the valley of the Fiji's Coolio, and it says, I walk through the shadow of death, like everyone remembers that. And there's this thing on my YouTube channel. There's this thing on my YouTube channel that it says, and as someone taught me, it's not about whoever believes in him, it's about whoever obeys him. Because if you go to, this guy called Gabriel Ainsley taught me that. And if you say Gabriel Ainsley, it sounds a bit like Angel Gabriel, whatever. The Archangel Gabriel. Let's read one more. Yeah, it's supposed to be whoever obeys him. That's a better translation. And in one of my earlier videos, on the 28th of it was the 28th of February, when I made How I Know I'm God 4, and after I made that video, I was so pleased with myself, and I started having gay thoughts, because it was like I achieved something so great, and then when I feel so great, it's like the opposite comes really quickly, and while I was doing that, this John Will Payne, I was in the Hollies, number 14, he was in room 8, I was in room 14, I could hear him, he had his door closed, I'm sure, but I could still hear him, and then I heard him say to this other man that does he want to touch him or something, and obviously this other guy touched him, and then he says he likes men too. And this John guy is pissing me off. And I was feeling gay, and then he starts acting gay just because I'm feeling gay, and I never said that to him by opening my mouth or nothing. It's just, it's really really sensitive, I guess. When someone's thinking a certain way, then his mind's so sensitive that he'll just pick up on it. And then he started, that wasn't finished. He wasn't finished there. He went in another man's room, who I knew from 2009, and he asked for a kiss off this man, and obviously it happened because they were talking about it after they did it, and he was in a room closer than John's room. I was room 12, I was room 14. I could hear everything they were saying, and it was all gay and shit. And then he come out of that room, and he saw the guy who lived next door to me, called Andrew, Philip, and just call him Andrew. And he said, John came up to him and said, do you want to touch me or some shit? I can't remember. But he's just being gay with everyone. It's pissing me off. Like, I was feeling gay because I just made like the best video that's ever been made before, apart from films. And because I felt so good about that, I started feeling like opposite feelings, like it just happens. But then later on, probably about half an hour after all that happened, and I was listening to it all, he probably thought I couldn't hear anything, but I could hear every single thing nearly. And he come to my doorway, and he asked if I'm alright or something. I was walking around in circles, and then, because I was feeling like angry with him for being gay, he didn't do nothing to me, and tried to just say nothing to me, but he was obviously feeling gay when he came into my room. And then I was walking around in circles, he started walking around in circles in front of me, so we were both walking around the same circle, sharing the same circle. And let's get some other shit up. Where are we now? No, that's nothing. Yeah, so I didn't feel gay at all. Like once I'd heard him do all this gay stuff within range of my hearing, I was just like, well, he's got a bigger problem than me. But I can't help feeling like it's because of me thinking that way that he starts thinking that way, you know. Stuff like that happens. And then I was making this video and I put a song on called Ma Barker, Same Damn Time. And it's I was singing it, and then I think I was walking around in circles and asked him if he wants a dildo up his ass, and then he didn't answer, and I said, I don't want to talk to men anymore, they're all fucking gay or something. And his name's John Will Payne, and he reckons that he wrote the songs for Kings of Leon, and then Kings of Leon took his songs and didn't credit him or something. It's like a schizophrenic thing. But for someone to think that way, they must understand something. And so I believe that he wrote he was the author of the Book of John in the New Testament, because I made that video and he walked out my room when I started shouting really loud. Well, after I said I don't talk to fucking men anymore, they're all gay. And then he walked out my room, and I was still shouting, and then I stopped the video when I was satisfied, and it was 3 minutes and 16 seconds long, and this guy John wasn't in any other videos, it was just this one. And so that had me thinking, and the whole reason I made that video was because of him acting gay, and I wanted to show him up for what he is, or what he was then. Because anyone who acts gay in front of me is obviously asking for something. And then about a week later, there was this girl on this YouTube promotion site thing called, she called herself Creative 7557 or something. And she was promoting How I Know I'm God 4 for me. I wanted it to get 2.28 billion views. And at least. And it was a really good video, but YouTube cut the audio out after 43 minutes, and then they took out some of the actual footage to make it look like I didn't say something, so no one could lip read what I was saying. And that made me, when I realised that was what's happened, I felt a bit relieved to know what actually is happening, what is going on. And she said that YouTube told her that they can't do anything about it or something like that. But I'd watched the video, I'd listened to the video on YouTube probably three or four times, and there was nothing wrong with the audio after I uploaded it. It was only after I uploaded it and after I started promoting it, after it got like at least 3,000 views, or got at least 3,000 views before they messed the video up. But like, so then that was the thing. So if I get back to the specifications of this phone, I found it because I was looking up about what happened. Was there was a red car that went past today, like that red car that went past the other way yesterday with the Jump 316 and Psalm 23 going up the hill. Then today coming down the hill was this a car coming down the hill saying on the number plate says AU68. And there's these things about 6 and 8 that together like that, it's like well, my phone, the phone I bought, like BV8800, it's got the biggest battery life, and like 8,380. And then another thing, it says that the screen, the phone is called ingress protection. I saw it was called ingress protection, and it means the first number means how resistant it is for it to be covered in dust or sand or buried in sand or something, and for it to still work. And then the next number, which was 8 on this phone, so it's IP68. The 8 meant, the 8 means the second number means about how waterproof it is. Like, it can be immersed for up to 1 meter deep, or for IP67, but IP68 is you can go over 1 meter underwater with it. And then I read that you can get a phone that's even more protected than that, which is IP69. And like 6 to 9, it's about me. But then, what am I talking about? Yeah, and it showed like it listed like 2 different models that had this IP69, and then obviously the one that caught my eye was the BV9900, and if you speak my language, like, zeros don't mean anything really. Zero is just like a space between words. 00 doesn't mean hardly anything. So it's BV99, and in my number plates video, the 9th car and the last car was V99. And then we had G99 on the room numbers on the cupboard numbers and all the things. So I come on this page and I found these specifications, and the resolution is 2280 pixels by 1080. And the thing about 228 is reminds me of the year 2028, when Jesus is supposed to come back to power. Well, he's supposed to take power and lead whatever. And then the battery on this phone is 4.38. I think that's supposed to say AH, not MAH. But it's like 4,380 miles. So it's got 38 in there, like 4.38 it says. And then the dimensions is like 7.83. And my wife's, the lion's wife, whatever, Lucy Cater's number starts with 0783, and she was born on 8th of March, which in English is like 8th of the 3rd, so it's 83. And then it says screen size 5.84, and in that video about Steve Payne when he took over, it reminded me of that George W. Bush, because it was Skull and Bones 322. It's March the 3rd, so like 3rd of March. I mean, March is 3, and then the year 2022 is like 322. And then with the screen size on this phone, like this is a couple of days later, that's a few days later, it's like 5.84 could represent the 5th month, which is May, then 1984, which is when I was born, in 5.84. And that's about it for that phone. But I want to go to, I know I'm talking all hesitant and shit, just don't have the confidence, like when I'm not on these injections. It fucks my brain up. I'm trying to find something good. Let's just put it in. I'll just do something else. So let's go to this one. I haven't sent anyone any messages for ages because Steve was borrowing my phone. It's Steve talking like slurred. Make marketing. Fuck off. So, what's this now? What am I looking at? Pause. Right, here it is. What I see here is the URL code for this. I sent it at 7:44. I'm sure I didn't do that on purpose, like send it at 7:44. But you already know what 7:44 means to me if you watch the other videos. And anyway, this link is to How I Know I'm God 6 and Revelation Part 5. And what's cool about it is, I don't know, let's click it. Oh no, that's so. That's how I know God's 7.
This video is devoted to Karma Rivera.
Part
And
16.
that's my name. Like, it goes 49G, which is 49, 7th letter of the alphabet.
What are we here for again? Can't remember what I'm doing. Brain's fucked.
2LG is like G.
Alright. I can't remember what the hell I was talking about. But, oh yeah, this is the, let me go back. I want to go back, like, when I finished making that video, I was high. I wasn't high. I was really low on antipsychotics and feeling. I thought I did really well with that video, but apparently, not apparently. When I played it back, I just sounded so slow and retarded. I just didn't like it as much. But just from making it, I thought that was a great video. And then when I played it back, it sounded shit. But this is the URL code, so. If you know me, like, I think of the letter B as a number 8. You can see a number 8 in the letter B capitalized. So how I saw this was, it said the URL for the YouTube, it starts with 888, and then that's the video for how long I got 7, and things are supposed to end in 888. And then if you plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, you get 24. And then when you plus, and that's not a 0, that's an O next to 6 and 8. When you plus 6 to 24, you get 30. And then when you plus 8 onto 30, you get 38. And then, this isn't the end. Yeah, this isn't the end. I've got to turn the camera on now. Where am I? Okay, this like a couple of weeks ago, I got a delivery from Tesco. I'm trying to find I'll just go to this new one. It's not even open, right? Ah, here it is. Let me turn the light on. I can't even see where it is. I need to turn the light on. I'm taking the cheese with me. This looks like the YouTube. But here we go. I haven't bought hardly anything to eat from the shop. Only red cabbage, doesn't even have a barcode or nothing. And then some other shit. But look at this. It's got 0888868 on it, and I just thought, what the fuck? It adds up to 38 if you add all those numbers together. It adds up to 38, and it's bollocks. I can't focus. No. I want to look at it one more time. Whoa. That's amazing. Here's a drink. So the URL code was BB8 and then 68, and then when Steve Payne left today, so I got my phone back, there was this thing where oh, that was a rainbow from yesterday. And there was 2 rainbows at 2 different times. But this is it. See this isn't really amazing, I'm just going crazy. But it's like BBX, so it's like A8X. And then, let me go back. It's like a prison van, you see, it's got that cage. It's got that cage inside it. And then look at this, like it's AEA08, the top, so it's got 3 8s on the back of the van. He went in there, he threw a chair at the window, and the window didn't smash, or the window frame, whatever it hit, didn't smash, but the chair broke into 2 bits. And they're supposed to be really strong plastic, but look at that. Some of my videos, it's like February the 28th at 22:22, and it's 238 megabytes. So it's got loads of fucking 2s, and 28's a perfect number. And I was born on the 28th, and it's 238. Like, I'm getting to 38. This is going to be when I absolutely prove that I can reverse the aging process. It's so easy, but that's be the time when I actually prove it. And then what we got here is, check this out. Like, let's click this. Let's get the details. So I started recording at 22:22 and 24 seconds, and I wasn't trying to do that. And I finished after about 3 minutes. But if I click on
no other videos! Only gays want to see
it wasn't that one. It was this one.
Puff himself! Wow, what the fuck? Let's just all join in! Just because God...
And you see, it's 3 minutes
I'm the fuck...
seconds long. And this...
How we know I'm good? 5! This one's gonna be good. You're welcome. You wanna do it up your ass? I don't talk to men anymore! They're fucking gay!
Yes, he went out the room. You could see his footsteps. He went out the room when I said I don't talk to men anymore. And it's 3 minutes and 16 seconds long. And then when I went to this watch, check this one out. You've got to go to the details. So I uploaded it on the 16th of March at 16:33, when it was last modified, when I finished the recording. But when I started it, it said it's 2020, 3/16, meaning March. No, meaning... What the hell does that mean? What the hell am I talking about? Oh yeah, I was in hospital at this time, and it was the 16th of March, and that's how that's how Samsung put it, as like 2022 at 3/16. I wasn't trying to do any of this, and the time was 16:30, so 4:30 and 10 seconds. And I made this video because I made this video for a girl who was promoting my stuff, because it was all about how I know I'm God 4 L7, and I thought it was the best video ever made. I know it was the best video ever made, kind of, apart from like films and stuff like that. But it was so good. And then I found out that YouTube, the people who work at YouTube damaged it. But if I click on this video here, it says like...
Alright, so...
It says 3 minutes and 16 seconds long. And
Alright.
This is like the first 2 videos I ever made to for someone else, like for someone in particular. Like I wasn't making them for any other person really, but I kept the videos public. But I was just delivering a message to 2 different people at 2 different times, and come up with 3:16. I know I pressed it. I know I pressed stop, but I know I wasn't trying to stop it at 3:16. I just saw the time, thought, whoa, let's press stop. It's a bit mental. I mean, just look at that, 16 March, then 16:33 when it was uploaded, or when it was finished. It's loads of 3s and 16s. It's fucking mental. If you don't believe me, check it. Always check the lyrics. Oh, look at this one. I never saw this one, but the time I uploaded it was 21 past midnight and 21 seconds. This has got to be worth listening to. I don't think I've uploaded this. Oh yeah, I know this one. It's a short one. What's the language? It's probably forever That's about it. But 21. I got 21 seconds ago. I got 21 seconds. It's like, I did that. And it's fucking hell. I know, I thought I saw something even more amazing. Let's just check. This won't say anything, I know. Let's check something. It doesn't say any of extra information. Oh, but it's the 21st megabyte I got into. I got into the 21st megabyte of the video when it stopped. So it's like 21. It's like 3 7s, 3 9. It's like 9 times 7. 9 times 7, 63. Can't work it out. This is the last video. It's 2 minutes and 15. After I made this video, I thought I'm not going to make any more videos just on camera. They have to be with the screen recorder as well, because that makes it more interesting than just look at a bare floor. But I mean, what is this?
Scott Flint. Who's the second? What is this, man? Who is the second and what is this? I know the second.
Right.
Like what happened when I was 15 in the year 2000? I started writing my own Bible, and it was a green book, and said love always death and
Yeah, I've uploaded this one, so there's no point in listening. Let's just check the details. 18th of March, I remember that. Yeah, 18th of March, I was being really nasty to people because I thought they were ignoring me, so I was like, and then 18 divided by 3 in like 3 equals parts. If you divide it by a third, then it's 6 and 6 and 6. And I was born at 1803 BST, it's like bullshit time, British summertime. It's 18 divided by 3 is, that's 6 thing again, 6 if you have 3 parts of it divided. Just I'll start talking about something else now. Let's go there. To me. Oh yeah, and look at this. As I uploaded this picture, and it's 189 kilobytes by 18. I can't even remember how you say KB. But it's like 18 and 18 and 9 in the middle. It's 5 times 9, which is 45. It's a video. No, it's not. Looked like it was playing a video. What am I trying to do here? I was going to type something in, wasn't I? I wasn't going to go back. Oh yeah, so that taxi, that in the other video, I went out for a walk after I saw I went out for another walk after I saw the John 3:16, after I saw Palm 23 and John 3:16. I wanted to go out for another walk because, and I wanted to find that car, see if it was parked anywhere, but it wasn't. They must have just cut through or just visited for a really short time. And we're in. It's great. I can't make a video like this. I have to think about what I'm trying to say. On this. Wait, I haven't seen anything yet. Nothing. Must be somewhere. Why am I recording? Look, I bought all these on the 19th. I didn't even remember this, that I bought all these on the 19th. And what happened on the 19th was I got injected. And I was really energetic after I got injected because I was trying really hard to fight the closing up of my brain. The fucking hell, scary shit. So I was drinking loads, and when I was eating, I just shove it in my mouth. Didn't use a fork or anything. I just picked up all this food, shoving it in my mouth, and I had dirt all over not dirt. I had food all over my clothes and face because I was eating so like that. And then, then, what else? Yeah, I was drinking those and I was like, going, there was a couple of people watching me, they were just laughing a lot. Nathaniel and Lewis Campham. And the thing about Lewis, can't say it. So I bought all these, and it was the 19th. And on the 19th, about 6 to 8 or 5 to 8 something, I stopped. I was trying to stop talking to men. And yeah, what happened on the 19th of March was shit, I'm going around. I can't remember anything else. You see here though, it says Blackview BV8800 IP168, and then it's not IP68 because it's IP then 6 protection for dust and 8 protection for water, and then the only numbers that aren't 0 in that first line where it says dispatch Blackview BV is 8, because B is 8 to me. It's 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 6 plus 8, which is 38. And this is the third time I've seen these numbers in the last week or whatever. The first time I noticed. I can't even remember all of them. There was the Tuesday, the URL, and then the phone. All with 888 and then 68. So it's fucking mental. I got 2 of those coming. This is the best shit I could find. Oh yeah, Steve Payne. He borrowed my phone of all that time. He borrowed my phone like 10 days. I couldn't use my phone for like 10 days because he was borrowing it. And today, I didn't know he was leaving today because he didn't know he was leaving today, but he started asking people to take him to PQ, and PQ is PQ means psych. It's spelled like PICU, and then it's meant to be psychiatric intensive care unit. But when I heard PQ all the time, when I came on this ward for the first time, and I wasn't on Rollesby, which is a PQ ward, I always thought they're trying to say P, the letter P, and the letter Q. And then in 2003, when my whole postcode code started, I was in PE 32 1PH, but next door in the main house, which I was always welcome to go in while I was living there, it's like the postcode is PE 32 1PQ. So it ends in PQ, and then one represented the address I had at 16 Guardian Road, and then 0 was like me in a care home, not having my flat anymore. So in my address list, first address was PE 32 1PQ, and then I went to like the next main address was NR5 9BT, and then the third, that stood for 2. Like the first address stood for 3 because it goes PE 32 1PQ, like 321 PQ. So the first address was a countdown from 3, which was the place PE 32 1PQ where I lived, or PE 32 1PQ. And then the second address was NR5 9BT, standing for 2. And then the third address was 16 Guardian Road for 1. And after the 1 in the PE 32 1PQ, it goes PQ. So the first time I ever went in a PQ ward, I was living in 16 Guardian Road, and it was like from 16 Guardian Road, from the 1 address, I went to PQ. Anyway, and Steve, I know he talks. I want him to get better at talking, because now you can't hardly hear what he's saying. It's hard to hear what he's saying. It's, I reckon it's to do with the antipsychotic tablets. He wouldn't even admit he's taking them, but he must have been on antipsychotics, which retard the brain. Now he's like talking all slurred. You can hardly hear what he's saying most of the time. That's not a good sign. Like, I mean, when the fuck are they gonna leave people's asses alone? Like, it should be that Well, I don't want people to get injected against their will. Some fucking poison that just fucking makes you a retard. Because I could look in the mirror in 2020 and I could see you turning into a retard. And it's like you start looking, your face starts looking like you were born with a mental disability. Because they fuck up your brain so much to starve your fucking normal fucking speed of living. Slow you down to like a piece of shit. And then they call you a piece of shit for acting like a piece of shit. And it's just a twat situation. What next? Look at this shit. It says I just went onto this page because I don't know why, but I'm planning to remake this video called Part 2, Revelation 22 Part 2, because it got blocked in America, I think, and other countries maybe as well. And it only has 2 views, it says. So it's obviously blocked from where most people would listen from. And then it says it's been uploaded. It says the first 23 days and 22 hours. So it was uploaded 23 days and 22 hours ago. It's crazy. And the time on the clock, the time it says how long the video is 2:12:02, but it's really 2:12:01. And let's go to something else now. So this is the list of the stars from heaven, and I used to call myself the third Lord because, well, I thought I was ranked like the third God in the universe or something, on the solar system. But I thought maybe I created the solar system and it was mine. But no, I'm not sure. So anyway, let's get this straight. Like Abdus-Salam is Maya. Abdus-Salam Maya. I added is Allah, and I added one L to his name. It was just one L before, but I added another one because he wasn't born as Allah. He acquired that soul, so that spirit, whatever. He had to. Well, I'm God, and his God-given name had one more L in it because he added something to himself, or whatever added itself to him. And now, he spelled it with 2 L's now, because there's 2 souls. And what happened with my name, I added 3 characters to the name, I added just 3 characters, just 3 letters to my name, and it was 2 T's and 1 H. That's what I added. Now I want to change it again, but it was the same principles to start off with. Like, I was just adding 3 more letters to my name to represent the 3 other souls that had got in me since I was born. Since my mum made me born, since Joyce Westwood did that. And now it's like 22 views 3 hours ago and 4 likes. It's like, shit, man. It just says 7.44 fucking K subscribers. And then when you turn 4 back around to read it from right to left, it's like 447 is the start of the UK code's phone number. And it's mental. I have to play this because when I heard the ending of that video, I had to Press on this. I don't know.
Where before the dawn.
38k views. Honestly, I wasn't doing anything. You see, it has like 38k views and 9 years ago, and then 1.1k likes. It's like 38, 9, 11. What? When I was making another video, I messed this up because I messed the video up because I went over the memory. I went over the amount of memory it could take for one file, this program, and it completely messed my video up. And then when I came back to this video that says 42k likes, it wasn't 38 anymore. It had before it had 38k views and 38 comments. I just thought it was amazing because it come up. I was wanting to play this song, and now it's like 42k views, and it was only 2 weeks ago or something. It's 42k views, then 7 years ago still, so it's like 42 plus 7 is 49, like 7 sevens. So it started off with 38, but now it's got 40 comments instead of 38. But I don't lie. Like, I'm not lying. So I might as well say what happened on the 19th of March. It was like the devil gave up his power to me, God. And then it took me about 11 days to... it took me like 10 days to put hell... Well, on the 11th day, I put hell in a box. What happened was there was this sticker on the wall, a white sticker, and it was in the shape of that outcode. The outcode that's like... I don't know, just have to search for outcodes. I didn't realise there was this one. I don't remember that. I've got to find it somewhere. It's annoying. Pause. Now I see it. It's wow. It's number 8. And number 10 looks a bit like it, but I chose number 8. I didn't look at 10. Anyways, this sticker on the wall was like that exact shape, because obviously a round sticker had been taken out of it, and it was about the size of the same box that's in Hellraiser 3. And then I went out the door into the garden, and it had just been done a few hours before, like 5 hours before. And the cement was drying, and I had this moment, like, I felt like I was in that film, and I thought I should just walk away now, because the moment's passed. Like, it really happened. Like, spiritually, that at that moment was like the moment in the film where I just let go, where I just let the box stay in the cement and left it alone. It was at 9:55. No, 8:55. Well, 9:55 BST, like bullshit time. But in GMT it was 8:55 or something like around there, 8:56. And it was really good. Like, everyone, I don't know, this 2028 End website's really good. 2028end.com/confirmations. That's the best page, and it's about lots of things that happened. And I'm going to this bit. And then he made a 10-part video series. Is like, this website's really important to me because it fits in with my like countdown stuff to when I become famous or whatever, when I learn how to reverse the aging process. And I mean, I think I know how to do it already, but I haven't done it because no one will let me eat what I want yet. But what struck me a lot about this bit is these are all there's 10 parts, yeah, and the first part is 8 minutes and 22 seconds long. And the thing about 8 minutes and 22 is well, let me think. Yeah, it could mean like when I was like 8 years after I was born, I was 8 years old. And then when God is 22 years old in my body, like in August 2022, it's like then I'll learn how to reverse the aging process, and I'll be able to prove it. It's like kind of thing. And so when I was 8 years old, that's when I first thought to myself, when I grow up, I'm gonna stop people dying of old age and all that shit. So the first part of the video is like 8:22. That's what it means to me. Like when I was 8 years old, just as who I was born as, and then 22 years old as God. And then when I look at part 8, that's the next like amazing thing. Like part 8 is saying 35, 38, 35 ... 38. So it's like, but when I was 35, I used to think, when I was 15, I thought the number 35 means working to me. So since I was 35 years old, I've been working so hard to learn and to actually put the physical effort in, to exercise, to reverse the aging process. And it goes 35. Well, I mean, 6 and 7, they're both 33 minutes long. And when I was 33 was the first time I tried seeds, Argyrae nervosa seeds, and they made me know I was God. Like I knew I was God when I ate them the first time. and I hadn't thought I was God for like 16 years. I stopped believing in it. After I stopped praying to God, I stopped believing in God because I didn't see any evidence that it was in me, but now I do. So the last part, the eighth part is 35, 38. So to me it means between 35 years old and 38 years old as just my body. And then it goes 35, the next, number 9. Number 9 is the 9th video, and then the 10th video. If you read them like vertically instead of horizontally, it's 35, 38 again, meaning in the years of when I was 35, 36, 37 and 38, those will be the 4 years that I needed to work so hard to learn what I wanted to learn and to achieve what I wanted to achieve. And then part 10, it says 30, if you start reading horizontally again, it says 38.22. And to me, that means when my body is 38 years old, between May 2022 to May 2023. May 2023. And the 22 bit means to me that the seventh God, the seventh Spirit of God will be 22 years old, because I let it in the year 2000. So when it's 22 years old in August, it'll be 9 months. For 9 months I'll be 38 and 22 at the same time. And that's how it ends. That's how the 10-part series of this DVD he made, which is 280 minutes long, and he didn't try to make it 280 minutes long, but it's all about the year 28 end, and it's all about me coming to fame, and Allah coming to fame, and Nathaniel Ling coming to power, and Jesus, like Daniel King. Nathaniel Ling and Daniel King rhyme. And it's all great, man. So, oh man, guys, overload, mind blown. But he's even used a program to check how many fractions of seconds, and in a metric way, I think, and or maybe not, and maybe in a different way. But it's basically being more accurate, just to say it's definitely 280 minutes long. 28, and there's the fifth file is 28.5115, so it's like 15 back to front and 15 left to right and 15 right to left. It's like love. 15 means love to me since I was 15 years old. I think it had something to do with someone. I think it had something to do with it doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm not trying to say that. And 4 and 5, they're both ending with 15. What is it? 15 fractions, hundredths of a second. Yeah, 50, I think it's 15 hundredths of a second. It's something anyway. I mean, he worked it out. It's not my job to tell her. 4.8 seconds. So it was 280 minutes and 4.8 seconds long. And you don't call that 281 minutes long. No way. It's the 281st minute, but it's still 280 minutes and 4.8 seconds long. And I recommend watching this to everyone. I don't believe in all this nonsense about the world's going to be on fire. To me, when someone says the world's going to be on fire, that means about NBA Jam, when I used to play NBA Jam on the Super Nintendo in 1996 or 5. And what is this? Oh yeah, this one's a good one as well. I got loads of connections and shit. I could. I'm not going to play. You can play all. I've watched all these videos and they're all good. On this confirmations page, they're really good. I don't remember all of them though, just from the picture. And my bank account number ends in 38. And remember the clock hand on the 14th century church, the hands were pointing to 3 and 8. And it's always like this. And I just found out today I might be going back to the place they sent me in 2007, September till December 2007. And I'll explain in another series. Not a series. I'll explain in the next video or something. I think we should all watch this just for fun.
All of them! Every man!
These niggas got me
Niggas and the bitches at the same damn time, cause they're fucking and they're stitching at the same damn time. What they niggas to be bitches at the same damn time, at the same damn time, at the same damn time.
First they blood in, then they crip in at the... I tried to make this video subtle, like...
They cut my they fucked the video up. They changed it. They cut out sections of my video so no one could lip read what I said. And I mean, some people, not everyone. There was just a few people did that. Well, I mean, it was.
And I found another really interesting thing, like in this same 10-part video series, it's got like how long it is on YouTube, because on YouTube he had to like do an intro and an outro. So the first video is 8:35 seconds long, 8 minutes 35 seconds long. So it's still saying like when I'm 8 years old, that's when I started believing I can stop the aging process, reverse the aging process, and stop people dying like that. And well, I mean, stop people to make people live healthily and stay healthy. And then the 35 seconds bit is a bit like when I was 35 years old, I started working really hard, like all day and night. I'd be working on it, either studying or exercising or eating and trying to find how I could do it. And then the 10th part, that makes the 10th part of this series 38 minutes and 35 seconds long. So it's in reverse sort of thing. So it's between the ages of 35 and 38. That's how I'll figure it out. And I've figured loads of stuff out. It's loads. And I think NBA Jam was by EA Sports. And what happened 2 days ago was in the garden, and some girl called Beth Orton, like there's a singer called Beth Orton, and she said she was at school with Ed Sheeran, and then she said one day she was in the corridor of this PQ ward, this Rollesby ward, and someone was throwing shit at her, like throwing their shit at her, and then Ed Sheeran was playing on the radio at the same time, and she thought to herself like how much their lives differ even though they went to the same school. And then I think I'm forgetting stuff.